I'm your host Slim bin Mohammed Rafi, and here is my YouTube channel Zamir Universal. In this particular vlog, I want to bring it up to the notice of everybody is the Indian aggression, and this all started with the terrorist attack on the tourist, with all I think evidence which is present at the moment is indicating that it was a false flag operation and it was carefully planned by Narendra Modi, the RSS ideology and Hindutva, that Hindustan or India is only for Indians. And whenever the popularity of Narendra Modi or this particular party goes down, they come up with some sort of a false flag operation, and with that to divide and rule, and particularly anti-Muslim sentiment, they get their popularity back. So it's a political survival for Narendra Modi, and for last 16 years, 5 times this man has fooled the poor Indians and got himself elected somehow or the other. This is the first time that he has to, lost in a number of states, and he had to have the other parties to make a government in the center.
What do you think about the Pahalgam attack? Do you think it was against Hindus?
No, it was against Indians.
Why did they target Hindus?
It's a tactics to divide us on communal lines.
What do you mean?
सब कुछ ना एक प्ले के अनुसार चल रहा है। उनसे धर्म के बारे में पूछना, उनका कलमा पढ़वाना, कुछ लोगों को जिंदा छोड़ देना, ताकि वो इन सब चीज के बारे में सबको बताएं। They are playing a psychological game to create fights in our country on religious grounds, and that's the real aim.
Do you think locals were involved?
Very few. Local आवाम को तो ये सूट ही नहीं करता है। टूरिस्ट सीजन की अभी शुरुआत ही हुई है।
What's the message you'd like to give to every Indian watching?
इंडियन हमें अपने आप से ये क्वेश्चन पूछना है कि क्या हमने कम्युनल वायलेंस करके अपना गुस्सा निकालना है या ये लड़ाई जीतनी है?
So with this little note, I'm just going to go ahead and give you some current things on there, so that all that life which has been created about the Indo-Pakistan war and the Indus, the treaty, which was a tripartite, which was between 3 parties, the World Bank, India and Pakistan, and India as usual is holding that in abeyance, and they always are looking for something to subdue or put it the other way, punish the weaker neighbors. They've done that with Nepal, with landlocked country, and they've done that with Sri Lanka, they've done that with Bangladesh, and they have done that with the chicken neck 7 states, and they've been continuously doing that. And for the last 75 years, there is not a single, I think, barbaric act or atrocity which they have not inflicted upon the occupied part of the Kashmir in the valley. And this is where, in the tourist spot, the Pahalgam, where it occurred, and you can see the extent of cruelty and how these people are doing. Their own veteran says that this was all decided by these people. The ex-army chief who was fired because he exposed the Narendra Modi flag false operation, and he was asked to leave the Indian services. And you can see the ex-chief minister of occupied Kashmir, Abdullah, telling you about this, and also I'll put a small clip of the veteran telling his son that why they've done it. And you can also see that the widow of that naval officer, who was shot dead there. And I think it was planned that way, that it should look that they were targeting not the Indians but targeting the Muslims, so that it could be made a Muslim India problem, and not an outsider against the occupation or against the Indian, irrespective of whether they are Sikhs, the Christians or Hindus. Now, this is what was planned. This is what Amit Shah, this is what Narendra Modi and the Ragnath, they all planned that together. And this is what they are now creating that, and this is now nearly, it all occurred on the 22nd, and you can see that this thing is continuing today, and God knows how many more weeks this will continue. Everything India can do, they have done to hurt Pakistan now by letting all the water from the dam to flow, so that in the river Chenab, the floods will destroy the agriculture produce which is ready now, especially the wheat, and so that the in Pakistan can be without water and people can starve. And so this is the same tactics as you see in Gaza, genocide. So this is the attempt by Narendra Modi with the green light by the United States of America. In fact, what they want to do is to stop the road and belt as well as the CPAC projects of China. And there is no way that is going to subdue China to go and make a phone call to Donald Trump, the mad king which is ruling at United States America as president, and he has now antagonized the whole world with his tariff and trade war. So with this little introduction, I will go along and finish the vlog, and I hope it's not too long for you to see.